It's Greg here with Maritime Gardening. Thought I'd do an update on the outdoor transplants, on all my transplants. I'll show you the ones indoors as well. Still quite cool overnight. I think it might have got down to 5°C last night. So not time to start planting heat-loving things, in my opinion. And definitely not time to start moving out tomatoes and stuff. So here we go. We got cilantro doing good. These are Swiss chard. They look a little bit red, but this variety of Swiss chard does get a bit red. Although, that being said, perhaps we could use a little fertilizer in this tray. Still not ready to plant out yet, in my opinion. They could be, but I'm going to let them grow a little bit more, maybe another week or so. There's parsley coming in very slowly. Oh, look at that weed there. And parsley and kale. These are some different greens here. We got these are collard greens here, and these ones here are that's broccolini. I actually lost a few. I had a plastic dome, so you notice there's some nothing growing here, a couple spaces here. I had a plastic dome over these one day in early May, I guess, and it was ridiculously hot, unseasonably hot, like 30 degrees Celsius. Like this morning, it's 5 degrees. That's normal for this time of year. It's cold, but it's normal. So having a 30-degree day is abnormal. Anyway, these things got cooked and I lost a few of them. Anyway, I just reseeded. I put some other stuff in there. Kind of something. I'm all out of broccolini seeds, so I just added whatever else I had. Something like broccoli, like rapini or something. And here I got my Asian greens. And look at this. And I planted them here in the driveway so that they wouldn't get attacked by flea beetles, and they flee. I mean, these what is it, bikini mustard greens? Pests just love these things. Even here, where I got a sand garden for herbs and an asphalt driveway, and somehow the flea beetles found these greens. Now they're not decimated the way they would be in my vegetable garden, but still. And you can see the colors going a little bit. That just means these need some fertilizer, right? There's only so many nutrients in a transplant tray. And some of these need to be thinned. Like I've got 2 growing in here, right? I got too many growing in this one here. We don't need that many, right? 1 per tray. There's another one there. Pop that out, right? You want 1 plant to get all the good stuff. You don't need 2. As much as you think more is better, less is more, right? Anyway, these are losing a bit of color. So that just means they're kind of nitrogen deprived, and I need to add some nitrogen. So for some of these, I just use the straight soil, the seeding mix that I get from Bessie's. But for others, I mixed in compost, I used other cheap stuff, and so on and so forth. So if you have really good potting soil, you won't need to fertilize anything until it's about 3 inches high, in my experience. But if you're going with cheap stuff or homemade stuff or whatever, you just don't know what you're dealing with. So you have to just dissolve a bit of fertilizer in your water when you're watering them. And, you know, once they're in the ground, they'll be fine. Anyway, that's where things are here. Everything's going fine. They don't look that big, but it's because it's cold outside, right? When you grow things indoors, they grow faster. When you grow them outdoors, they grow slow and steady, but they do not need to be hardened off, and they are tough. Out here in the garden, we got the lettuce that I planted in this biomulch. I had a viewer asking how it stood up to rain. We had an insane rainstorm about a week ago. It was really windy and really rainy. I meant to come out and capture some footage just to give you a feel for what that means when I say really windy and really rainy, but I didn't come out. It was just insane out here. There was no way I could have I'd want to have an umbrella over the camera, and there was no way I could do that without breaking the umbrella. Anyway, you can see these are doing just fine. They're coming in great. Right, this is lettuce. I can't remember the variety, but it's like a romaine lettuce. I had one over here. Something got at it, chewed it right down to the ground. You can see it's coming back. I know what got at it. Slugs. Right? So at least when you plant a somewhat mature plant, it can handle a little bit of slug damage, right? When it's just got 2 leaves emerging from the ground, the slug just destroys the whole plant, and that's all, the whole game's over. So anyway, they're coming in fine. Those are doing great. And just so you can see the indoor transplants, we've got our peppers here. These are planted the 1st of April. They're doing really good. Now we're around the end of May. These other peppers are doing good. These tomatoes were planted around the beginning of May. And, you know, it's still not time to plant them out, in my opinion. It's pretty darn cold. I know some people around here have done it, but not where I am anyway. So, funny, these tomatoes and these basil were planted the same time. But look how much more quickly the tomatoes have grown. Same soil, same growing conditions, same everything. When tomatoes are so much further along, right? So I might wait a little bit longer to plant these out. I like to have at least 4 inches high. Anyway, basil's doing good. I had some of them die, and I'm not exactly sure why, but I just replanted. You can see these little tiny ones, right? Need to be thin now. So anyway, everything's doing fine. The funny thing with tomatoes is that this particular variety, I planted every seed I had. Every single seed germinated. Right, this is a hybrid variety. I can't remember what they're called, but they're kind of like some kind of beefsteak, I guess. Anyway, I'll put the name up on the screen. Every single seed germinated, and they're all growing really well. So, yeah, you don't get that many seeds, and they're not, you pay for them. This particular variety, they're not cheap, but reliability matters. Anyway, that's where we are. End of May 2026. All the different transplants, everything's coming in fine. Not going on the ground yet. Soon, but not yet. Maybe in another week or 2 I'll be planting these out. I could plant them now. It's just they're growing fine the way they are. They just need a little fertilizer. So I'm worried that if I plant them too soon, a slug or something like that will just cut them down. Right here, there's no slugs here. Flea beetles, I guess, tiny amount. But it's also easy to treat them. I got a little bit of insecticidal soap. So I come out before I go to work, right? There's my car right there. And I just, water them, hit them with a little bit of insecticidal soap. And that seemed to, I don't see any flea beetles hopping around this morning. Right, I noticed them for the first time last week. And every day, every other day or whatever, I just give them a little shot of insecticidal soap. And that seemed to get them. And they're only attacking these and not these for whatever reason. Because flea beetles will attack all. You can see a little bit of damage on these leaves here, these broccolini. Anyway, I hope you found this interesting. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. Check out my podcast, maritimegardening.com. Check out my sponsors, Bessie Seeds and Sprout Box Garden. Details in the description box for coupon codes and deals. And until next time, get out there, get at it, have fun in your garden. Thanks for watching.